Robert Frost has a poem called Build Soil, which is a long poem, otherwise forgettable except for one moment. It's kind of a Georgic based on the kind of stuff that Virgil wrote. But there's a moment in the poem where one character is talking, there's dialogue going on, and one character is kind of holding forth to the other, and he says, if you come in contact with a mind greater than yourself, you shouldn't just hang around, you should get up and move away, in order to preserve your own the integrity of your own mind. And that's how I feel about the poet I'm going to read. W.S. Merwin is a poet I've long admired, and I stopped reading because when I read him, I start writing like he does. And so I wasn't aware of this poem. I was looking around for something to read that had to do with light, and I came across this. Now, bear with me because it's totally unpunctuated, and it's in small print. The Speed of Light by W.S. Merwin. So gradual in those days was the going of the age. It seemed like the long days setting out when the stars faded over the mountains were not leaving us, even as the birds woke in full song and the dew glittered in the webs. It appeared then that the clear morning opening into the sky was something of ours to have and keep, and that the brightness we could not touch and the air we could not hold had come to be there all the time for us and would never be gone, and that the axle we did not hear was not turning when the ancient car coughed in the roofer's barn and rolled out, echoing first thing into the lane, and the only tractor in the village rumbled and went into its rusty mutterings before heading out of its lean-to into the cowpats and the shadow of the lime tree. We did not see that the swallows flashing and the sparks of their cries were fast in the spokes of the hollow wheel that was turning and turning us, taking us all the way as one with the tires of the baker's van, where the wheels of bread were stacked like days and calendars, coming and going all at once. We did not hear the rim of the hour, and whatever we were saying or touching all day, we thought it was there and would stay. It was only as the afternoon lengthened on its dial and the shadows reached out farther and farther from everything that we began to listen for what might be escaping us, and we heard high voices ringing the village at sundown, calling their animals home, and then the bats after dark and the silence on its road. To counterbalance that, I'm going to read the last poem in Naming the Dead. And this book was kind of loosely structured on Dante's Inferno. And the last poem is kind of a coda at the end. The previous poem is kind of emergence back into under the stars as Virgil and Dante do in the Inferno. But this poem is based on something I read about a Siberian group of Siberian nomads. I think it's a tribe also found in Japan, and they have a marvelous belief. Epiphany. Nothing is ever enough, yet sometimes in the afternoon, the green leaves of the wandering Jew hanging in the window grow transparent and hold light. Then I see the world I've ached to be a part of is all a bright reflection, polished gravel clear as stars. For a moment, I feel like those Siberian nomads who believe this world so much more beautiful than heaven. The gods come here to visit in disguise.